Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. We're talking today about the Hubbardton Forge Shadowbox Small with Slate Indoor-Outdoor Dark Sky Friendly Sconce. It's a lot to unpack there. 32660. So let's get into a couple things about it. To begin with, it's indoor-outdoor. So this is made to the specifications and the level of quality to be an outdoor sconce. We'll get into a lot of that a little later about what it's made from and how it's finished. However, this is a beautiful fixture. You can use this inside and outside without any problem at all. It's also using Vermont slate. So Hubbardton Forge happens to be in what's considered a slate town in the Slate Valley. That's the valley that borders New York State and Vermont on the western side. And all those little towns over there are basically slate towns. If you ever come up to Vermont, it's fun to go over and check them out because everything's made out of slate. There's quarries all over the place. People go swimming in them in the summertime, and it's just a cool thing to do. So let's get into the size of this fixture itself. 8.5 inches tall. The width on it is 4 inches. Projection from the wall coming out is 7 inches. This is coming in at 4.4 pounds. It's very, very light. The back plate on this, it's going to go on your junction box, is 4.6 by 4.6. You have a 4-inch junction box, so it's going to go over that without any problem. The mounting height, distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the box, is coming in at 5 inches. I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and how we're going to do it is to check out the installations instructions now. If you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So check that out. It is going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you lots of good information and drawings of the inside of this fixture, what it looks like, the bulb setup, how that's all there. But it's going to show you some good drawings of the back plate and how it goes over your 4-inch junction box. So take advantage of that because it's always there on those sheets to look at. It's going to be using a medium base socket. We all grew up with these, very simple. And it's going to be using what's called an A15. An A15 light bulb is just a slightly smaller version of what would be like an A19. So it's kind of shrunk down a little bit. These are commonly found in all kinds of applications. People use these in ceiling fans. They use them in garage door openers. They use them inside refrigerators. Packs a lot of punch for a little tiny bulb like this. So if you want to stick with an incandescent, you can do that, 60 watt max. But if you want to go for an LED, which I think you should, because this is a kind of nice LED, and I got this pretty locally to me, you can find these easily at a 40 watt equivalent, 60 watt equivalent. If you go on Amazon or some of those light bulb websites, maybe even Walmart.com, 1001bulbs.com, you can find this to a 75 watt equivalent, and you might be able to find better than that with a little scouting around, but that 75 watt equivalent is what I've found so far. That'll provide quite a bit of light if you need it. The color of the light out of these LEDs, we talk about it all the time. They're going to offer them to you in 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be super yellow like the setting sun. They're going to also offer these to you in something called daylight. That daylight sounds like it should be a warm light like sunlight, but it's not. That's a bluish white light like an overcast day kind of thing like that, or a hospital waiting room or a convenience store. That's the blue white light. 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom and what this guy is warm white, soft white, and that's going to be 3,000 Kelvin. It's the light coming down from these LEDs above, so you can see what a nice glow it does, basically. If you're going to be using this in situations where you might want to dim it down, you might put this on a screened-in porch, maybe around the back deck of your pool. You want to sit out with your friends late into the evening. You'll be able to dim these down to make them look like almost candlelight, which would be very, very pretty if you need to. Just make sure that you buy a dimmable version of this bulb and you're good to go. Let's talk about for a second the differences between dark sky friendly and dark sky compliant lighting fixtures. So in the United States, there's actually a private corporation called the International Dark Sky Association that owns the rights and the trademark to the entire dark sky compliancy issue. Not only do they set the limits and the specifications about what fixtures can be dark sky compliant, but they charge lighting manufacturers for the right to use their certification and certificate on their fixtures. Hubbardton Forge manufactures their dark sky friendly fixtures to the exact same specifications as if they were going to be dark sky compliant. They just choose not to pay for that lighting certificate from Dark Sky International. So if you're going in front of a HOA, like a homeowners association, maybe a zoning administrator, someplace that is going to require dark sky certificates for your lighting that you need to purchase for your project, you might want to come to us first and ask for the data sheets. The data sheets are going to show that these are dark sky well, made to the same specifications of dark sky compliant, just not using that certificate. So you can take those to the board or whoever you're going to be seeing before you order your fixtures, which is a very good idea, and you can be well armed with the correct data to present to them. Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft-grade aluminum to make their outdoor fixtures. Aluminum holds up the best in incredibly harsh environments. When you're out and you look up in the sky and you see all those jet airliners running around up there, those are all made out of aluminum for a reason. And part of that reason is it holds up great, like I said. It also forges beautifully. It holds finish beautifully. It doesn't rust. Remember that. It's very important. And they're virtually indestructible when they're all finished. So how Hubbardton does it is they take the fixture itself, they're going to wire it up at the top, they're going to put a wire at the bottom, they're going to send a current of electricity that's going to go through this fixture, making it positive, and they put it into a spray booth with a picture of the woman next to me. You can see she's spraying finish around it, and because it's positive, it's going to adhere to every nook, every cranny, the top, the bottom, the whole thing. After that, they're going to take this and they're going to move it into an oven. That oven is going to melt all of that down and create a very hard shell. So it makes it, again, virtually indestructible. So they've also tested these things in these wind chambers. So they take the fixture, all covered in that epoxy powder coat. It's going to go into that chamber. They're going to shoot salty seawater at it at high velocity for hours and hours and hours, just like you were at the beach and you have like a hurricane coming in, which to me is going to be pretty much the worst environment you're going to run into. So after they tested these and found out that they hold up incredibly well, Hubbardton Forge offers basically the best warranty in the lighting industry. And you can see that on the page for this. So if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link, and click on that and it'll show you the entire warranty and how it all works. Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world at Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.